Hey pop girls, welcome back to jesy, where I, jesy, queen out about music pop culture. Please subscribe if you're into it. We do industry analysis, music pop culture, video essays, and album reactions right all here in one place. It's kind of magical, I can't lie. Today we are going back to talking about Little Mix, as I have many times on this channel. They were factually one of the biggest girl groups of the 2010s, but now that they're embarking on their solo careers, the question is, will they be able to break out of the girl group bubble and make it as solo artists? We've seen the members making moves in the past couple of years, members still trying to figure it out. So I want to explore if there's potential for a main pop status, or if they were only meant to succeed in the group format. I've talked a lot about Little Mix as a group, and I've done a little bit of album design for them as solo artists, but I've never really dove into my thoughts about their solo careers, so this is where all the juice and tea is coming. And a lot of people have been requesting a solo Little Mix exploration in my little video request form, so today I'm feeding you and we're gonna break it all down. Let's do it. So as we all know, Little Mix began their rise to fame on the X Factor UK in 2011. They were the first group to ever win the series, which immediately made them something super special. Their cover called Cannonball hit #1 straight off the show, but their true breakthrough was when they released their debut single, Wings. And most X Factor winners do fade out after an album or two, but Little Mix managed to build a career that lasted a decade with lots of success. They came out with 6 #1 hits, multiple multi-platinum albums with over 50 million worldwide sales, and they're also one of the most streamed girl groups of all time with record-breaking tour sales. Little Mix, I feel like, were really consistent hit makers and did a really good job of adapting their sound over time, starting with kind of bubblegummy pop, but then ending with an edgier R&B infused kind of lane with an insane amount of other influences along the way. They were insane performers and were really fun to watch, and especially hear, because some of the vocals that came out of this group were absolutely insane, especially in harmony. Like, don't play with them. They were also one of the few groups that truly embraced female empowerment and spoke out about industry issues. And plus, the cherry on top was that they literally oozed chemistry with each other. They brought something so genuine and feel good to their careers, and it was amazing to be a part of and to watch. It's no wonder Little Mix was so loved and so successful. Like I said, I do have a full Little Mix deep dive. If you guys are interested in that, go check it out. But I have never really deep dived their solo careers. I mean, the only one of them I really went into detail about was Jesy. Well, yeah, let's just start with Jesy. We all know how I feel about it. I did make a pretty popular video talking about her blackfishing issue, her debut single, and all of the drama that she had going on with Nicki Minaj on the front lines. Just barf. So from that alone, you can already tell that I don't lean much into her solo career, but even setting aside the drama, I don't like the song. The song in question being Jesy's debut single, Boys, featuring Nicki Minaj. I don't like the song, it's not good. I listened to it back then when it came out and then never again. It debuted with insane negative criticism, so much so that it's noted to be negatively viewed on its official wiki page. Like, if you go and do research about it, it'll be like, this had a lot of negative criticism. The negative criticism mostly came from Jesy's cultural appropriation in the song and music video. It's also just not a good song though. It's not lyrically strong and it doesn't suit her in ways that other things would have. But yeah, after this she would scrap her debut album and then leave her label due to creative differences. She did release a second single years later called Bad Thing, and it peaked at #15 on the UK singles chart. I do think that before all the debut single drama, she had potential because her voice is insane and it always has been. I think the single Bad Thing is a lot more suitable for her, and I liked it a little bit more when I listened to it, but I think she put herself in such horrible graces with the public, especially Little Mix fans, that it's going to be hard for her to bounce back and like make it really big. If she wants to have that bounce back moment, she's going to need to clean up her image a lot and put the public back in good favor with her. She would need to put out something truly amazing and brand herself far away from the blackfishing arc that she had going on before. I'm not sure what that could be for her, but I feel like the options are endless. I think she could really stray away from like a pop girl or R&B girl image and do something a little more classy, elegant, and old-fashioned. She has the look for it, she has the voice for it. I'm thinking Ray, if you know who that is, the artist. Anything can happen, who knows. Yes, I am struggling to see a comeback era for her, but we have literally seen the craziest things known to man happen in music, so would it be a really, really, really surprising thing? At the end of the day, it could happen. Okay, leigh-anne. I feel like leigh-anne eased herself into her solo career, and I kind of like that. She signed with Warner Records in 2021 and began posting some covers, showing off her voice, doing her little solo thing, like putting herself out there outside of Little Mix, you know. And she released a debut solo single called Don't Say Love in June of 2023. It's super dance poppy. I think it's a little bit of like the closest that they each got to sounding like Little Mix when they released their solo stuff. It's a great song. It suited her really well, obviously, because it's simple dance pop. I would have liked a little bit more for the single cover. It's a little too plain and without character for such a good pop song. I really think a cover could have made it even better. Like, never estimate a good cover, y'all. It gets people going, trust. But the song reached number 2 on the UK singles downloads chart and entered number 11 on the UK singles chart. It was also named the second most purchased physical single in the UK during the summer. So, good song. People were hyped. Critics loved. So, approved. Months later, leigh-anne would release a second single called My Love. Very different from Don't Say Love. It's more of an Afrobeats Afropop song with elements of R&B and features a Nigerian singer named Iris Star. It reached number 3 on the UK singles chart. Again, not a fan of the single cover. It's extremely similar to the previous one and gives me nothing. I'm so sorry. I love you, girl, but it gives me nothing. But as for the song, I don't necessarily love the immediate switch in genre for her. I think it was important as a solo artist to like establish her thing straight off the bat, especially coming out of a girl group. But she did a much better job at this on her debut EP, No Hard Feelings. This was released in May of 2024 and has 5 tracks. It's rooted in pop and R&B with other influences. Such an amazing EP, y'all. Like, this is truly a hidden gem if you haven't streamed solo Little Mix. Just so good. I remember hearing this for the first time and I was in disbelief that I would keep hitting play on a new song and then just kept getting fed. Like, it was just better and better and better, it felt like, each time I hit play. The whole thing just screamed her. Oh my god, it was so suitable. It fit her so well. She was showing off this crazy vocal range while still being so smooth and fun and like raw and open. And it was nice and cohesive, like unbelievably so. Everything sounded like it belonged to the same body of work and it sounded uniquely her. Favorites ever off of this EP, OMG and I'll Still Be Here. All of them are really good, but just like, I also don't mind the cover this time. It's really simple, but it fits the vibe of the EP. I like the golden hour kind of feel in the bedroom setting. It just works. Mwah. For leigh-anne, could she break out and be a big solo girl? Well, yes. Oh my god, like, I need her to stay in this R&B infused and Afro pop stuff and like hone in on a really solid identity. I need her to get that label to work with the appearances and promo and just like really go ham on the debut album. I need a cute, cohesive concept across the cover and the back that extends to her visuals on social media and her sites and merch. I need a specifically styled track list and a really cute visual font. I could see her dropping some cute indie R&B and like Afro infused record with a lo-fi aesthetic paired with like retro design elements and a high fashion concept. Drop it in the middle of spring into summer. Come on, label. Here are some pictures that tickle my brain in terms of putting a look together for her. Do you see my vibe? Yes, you do. You get the vibe I'm going for. This kind of stuff gets people's attention and she needs something to get people to hit play on her stuff because it is amazing. Like, Warner is such a big record label. They need to really help her break into an R&B market stat. Brand away from Little Mix and really get the people going in her solo genre. I was thinking she could do something with the girl group flow as a solo artist. Wouldn't that be so cute and make so much sense? But yeah, overall, so much potential for leigh-anne, and that's where my brain goes for her. I really want to do one of my designing album series for her because, like you can see with the pictures, I just have so many ideas for her and I think she could do absolutely amazing. So don't let me down, girl, and your team. Don't let me down. Okay, Perrie. So after Little Mix, Perrie signed with Columbia Records and would drop her debut solo single Forget About Us in April of 2024. It peaked at number 10 on the UK singles chart. I remember being so excited when this was happening, but then immediately disappointed by the cover. I love a crisp blue sky concept, but the font is so fucking ugly. Pixar mess. Like, I can't enjoy it at all. She deserves something much more cute and neatly designed and decorative for this. Something that's all Perrie. You know, like Perrie. I also don't love the song Forget About Us. I was hoping for a lot more for Perrie's debut. Her voice is insane. She's cute. She has a very specific look. I was expecting her to drop a banger with cute visuals and it didn't feel that way for me. Not that it's a bad song, it did just feel generic for me and I'm so sorry. I know a lot of people hate that word generic, but that's just how it felt for me. However, I did love her second single, Tears, a little bit more than this. I don't know. I feel like it just has a nice smooth groove and there's a little more grit in it, and that feels right for her. The production was much more exciting. The cover is also still struggling for me, but it's a little better at least. This one debuted at number 69 on the singles chart though, so I must have the worst opinion in the world. Am I the only Tears truther? Please stand the fuck up. Anyway, her third single, You Go Your Way, released October 2024. This one debuted at 52, so we're still seeing a struggle for her to chart. This one also feels too generic for my personal taste. Her voice is insane on this, yes. She hits absolutely crazy notes on this, yes. So talented, all of those things. But like, I'm not finding a unique approach to what she wants to sound like at all listening to these songs. Perrie, love you down, but my channel is about being real. Her first ever promotional single came in November of 2024 called Me, Myself, and You. This one was a slower ballady type of song, which I really expected from her eventually. I feel like it would have been insane if she never did one. I love the single cover for this one a lot more. I think it fits the vibe of the song. The song is gorgeous. It has direction. I appreciate that one a lot. And then her latest release was a second promotional single released in February this year called Roller Coaster. This one is closer to a sound that feels more uniquely her, I think, a little bit. Much less generic than Forget About Us and You Go Your Way. It shows off her gorgeous vocals, these crazy whistle notes, but it's also fun and funky and it has a lot of personality. I think personality is the word I was looking for, is what's missing in some of her other tracks. And that's crazy because that woman has so much personality. Like, Roller Coaster is still not exactly a nail on the head for me directly, but a little bit better. The cover, I'm sorry, it's not good. I love the little light glitch effect thing, but nothing else about it. Like for this, I was picturing her in roller skates or something, or like with a humongous fuzzy purple coat type of vibe, you know what I mean? Like giving diva. I don't know how her team keeps missing the mark, but please let me market or creative direct for you, babe. So yeah, with that being said, I don't necessarily see Perrie becoming like a big pop girl right now, at least. She has a chance to make that happen if they can get themselves straight and put out this stellar debut album, okay? There's a chance. She needs a solid brand identity and a smash hit concept for her album. I did design one for Perrie in my last designing album aesthetics for your faves video, so if you want a look at what I feel like I could see her doing and what direction I would push her in, definitely go check that video out and see what I did for her, because I had a lot of fun with it and I think it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit of a struggle for Perrie, and I'm really hoping that she can get herself out of that because she has so much potential that I don't want to see go to waste. Jade. Now, I'm so sorry for what's about to happen. Me kissing Jade's ass, to be more specific. If you know me, you know she's my little mix bias, my wife, my GF of 12 years, my everything, and I think everything that she's ever done is perfect. Not just because she's my favorite little mix, but she has the best chance out of all of them to explode. Not trying to pit my girls against each other. I'm just saying. This is literally Dance Moms. I'm Abby Lee. Jade is my Maddie Ziegler. But the thing about it is I can back it up. I sit here and I say she has the biggest chance to blow up. I can back that up. The proof is right there. Let's talk about Jade. It all started with a perfect debut single, and I do mean perfect. She came out swinging and said, I'm not playing with you. It's called Angel of My Dreams and it released in July of 2024 under RCA Records. It's dance pop, it's electronica, it has crazy vocals, beautiful mix of whimsy and clubby, very unique to her. Never heard anything like it in my life. Stepping out of this Little Mix bubble but staying true to a pop persona, like a pure pop persona. And a crazy stellar music video with choreo. Love it. And she didn't just come out swinging with an amazing debut. She came out and established herself with a brand and an identity. She had a great logo, a great style that came together, and her team gave her a real budget and a real chance. Angel of My Dreams was included in a lot of best songs of 2024 lists, including by Billboard. It reached number 2 on the singles charts and is now nominated for Song of the Year at the Brits. Like, hello? So it's just so nice when you come out with a bang at the very start of your solo career. And she kept it going for sure with her second single, Midnight Cowboy. Me and the song are madly in love. Like, it's very serious. She carried over this fun, unique, cunty, clubby, gay-ass pop that she had going on already, and again pulled out a sound that's just so uniquely her and so fun. I do love this cover. It could have been more cowboy-y, but it's good for what it is. It gives her brand. It looks good. This song didn't perform as well in the charts, but fuck y'all, it's so insanely good that I don't even care. Jade's next single came out in October 2024 called Fantasy. 10 out of 10 no notes. I'm sorry. Again, going 3 for 3. It fit perfectly in her discography. It was so her style, even though it's more disco-y than clubby. The music video was literally so much fun. Like, and then her latest single released this year is called It Girl, which is so fitting for Jade. I love that she changed it to It Girl because it wasn't called that before. I love It Girl. I love the visuals for it. Still so cohesive to her work, so her. It's electropop, cunty and clubby like Jade tends to be, while sounding like its own song and not exactly like the others. Jade calls it Angel of My Dreams is Cunty Little Sister. So true. And now Jade is set to perform at the Brits this year and is nominated for 2 awards. Just such an amazing rollout so far. I'm so seated. I'm so proud of her. Yes, I do absolutely believe that she could be humongous, and she's going to be humongous. I cannot wait to see what she does with her debut album because she's already been doing perfect. So I just need this next rollout to continue to be perfect. She's got an amazing personal brand and image and a really fun, unique sound. She also has an amazing style. Like, all the ingredients are there. This is the recipe for a perfect pop era, and she's been killing it. She's really sticking with that explosive it girl, pop girl, clubby, gay, banger, cunty Bratz doll kind of thing. So over the top and campy, and it just works so good. And I love that it's so unique because it's such a perfect blend of dance pop and hyper pop that she's getting the best of both worlds in pop right now. I think her Brits performance is really going to blow people out of the water. It hasn't even happened yet, but I just feel like people are going to see that and wake up to her a little bit, and I hope that pushes her out there more. I especially would like to see her on more American platforms and doing appearances and shows and stuff. I need her to land gigs and things here as well and like really just be explosive. She has already performed lots, and all of the girls have done lots of other things. I didn't really talk a lot about their other appearances and performances and stuff, but they have really been out there doing things. I just need them to start being featured everywhere that they can. And I want Jade to do SNL eventually because she is so funny. I think she has the persona for it. But yeah, absolutely rooting for my girl Jade. My fingers are so crossed. Like, when this debut album comes, I will be a different person. Let me know if you want a reaction to their solo music because I haven't been doing them. But if people want to see it, I'm here. Yep, those are my little thoughts though on Little Mix and their solo careers real quick. It's still really early though, you know, like we don't have albums yet even. This is truly only the beginning for them, and it could absolutely go anywhere, so we will see. This is just an overall brain dump of where I feel like we're at right now and how I feel about it. The potential is there, of course. I just need focus and effort. Focus and effort. All right. As always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. How do you feel about these girls' solo careers? Who do you think is going to blow up if they can? Let me know your favorite songs that you don't like, your thoughts on their cover choices. And stick around and subscribe if you like Little Mix because I will be covering them again in the future, especially because I'm also keeping up with their solo careers. Like this video if you liked it, and check out my social medias, always linked in the description. When I'm not here, I'm obnoxiously posting there. I hope you're all having a wonderful mid-February, staying hydrated, thriving, getting some sleep, and I will, of course, see you in my next video.